Okay, what a beautiful day in Cape Town. We're sitting on the beach. It's December, it's holiday season. I'm David Nieuwoud from Cederberg, and today we do the summer box. It's fantastic weather. I've put together a beautiful lineup of wines that you can drink in summer, so they're a little bit more refreshing. They're very aromatic. On the red side, they're slightly lighter in style. So we can start with the Cederberg Sauvignon Blanc. We do a lot of a Cederberg Sauvignon celebration throughout December, so you'll see a lot of activity on Sauvignon, but Sauvignon is a varietal for summer and for the beach. So 2022 was probably one of the most aromatic white wine vintages of the last 25 years, definitely in the top 3. So you'll see all 2022 vintages, they got huge aroma profiles. This one specifically got that much more citrusy, limey, beautiful lemongrass, mineral style. This is a typical high altitude Sauvignon Blanc. And I think the charm of this wine, specifically in 2022, is not just the aroma profile, it's actually the palate. Because sometimes we just smell Sauvignon Blanc and we chat so much about the aroma profile, but the charm of this wine is much more the palate. Then we can go on to the Chenin, one of my personal favorites, as you know. Again, new 2022 vintage. Super aromatic, much more the citrus style of Chenin, much more grapefruit, winter melon. And then this one was also kept about 5 months on fermentation lees. So you'll see on palate it really got beautiful mineral components and very polished on palate. Then moving to the Ghost Corner Semillon. This is the new 2022 vintage. So brand new, this was just bottled a month ago. So if you can still keep this wine for another year or two, you will be rewarded. Semillon is a varietal that aged beautifully. So this one from Cape Agulhas, Ghost Corner. So it was partly fermented in new French barrels for 4 months, blended back with a stainless steel fermented component. But a wine that's beautiful with any food. If you love salmon, this is it. And definitely a wine, if you want to drink it in December, that needs to be on your Christmas table. Then the Ghost Corner Pinot Noir. Hey man, 2020 vintage. I think this wine is at this stage where we want the Pinot Noir of Ghost Corner to be. It's all Cape Agulhas or Elim fruit. This is from 2 specific vineyards. And this is much more the style, much more red fruit spectrum, beautiful cherry, raspberry components. A wine that was kept 11 months in French barrels, all 2 to 8 liter Burgundy coopers. Got a little bit earthiness on palate, and that's the beautiful part of Pinot Noir. Drink it slightly chilled. So put it in a fridge, and if you open the bottle, don't put it back. I normally say the last glass is the right temperature. But really one of my smarter wines of this vintage. Then an interesting one, the Old Ways Grenache. You're the first guys that will taste this. I must say I haven't even tasted this specific one after labeling. So Old Ways, it's an old Grenache vineyard on the Piekenierskloof mountains, about 720 meters above sea level. And this is a partnership between myself and Julio Bijon from Chile. So you'll see we brand it under the Longa V branding. Beautiful Grenache. So this is, most of it was whole bunch fermentation, whole berry fermentation. So we don't crush the grapes, we don't break the skins, and it's all natural fermentation. So there's nothing added to this one. It's a natural ferment at very low temperatures, and then it was kept in 2nd, 3rd and 4th full barrels for 11 months. But it got that beautiful spiciness on nose, and I must say the palate of this one, you'll absolutely love it. But this is a wine that you can still keep a little bit, but beautiful with a lot of dishes. Then to end, and definitely something for your Christmas table this year, is the Cederberg Shiraz 2019. 19 was a spectacular red wine vintage. It's a vintage, very cool vintage, a very long hanging time. We've picked Shiraz mid-April in 2019. So it's a wine with great physiological ripeness. But it's one of our wines that we're quite well known for. This wine needs no introduction. It's probably one of the best rated South African Shirazes international these days. And 19 kept 15 months in oak. Slightly cooler growing conditions, so you get much more that spicy, slightly white peppery components on nose. but definitely something for your Christmas table this year. And this one is ready to be consumed. So enjoy this one. Listen, you must have a fantastic December holiday. If you're on the road, drive safe, be safe, and then Merry Christmas. And thank you once again. Thank you very much for all your support during this year. Have some fun. Cheers.